And now we're at, let's start again. Hi, Craig Fowler, and I have another addition to my collection of film cameras to share with you today. I purchased it along with a Pentax S3 and also a light meter for $100, probably more than I should have spent on these cameras because I don't know if they're functioning. And even if they are, the one I'm about to present to you is not one I'm likely to shoot for a number of reasons. So without further avail, that's on right now. That sounds terrible. Uh, Here is the latest camera I have. Now you can see it's a bit of an odd looking piece. It looks like there's a shutter cock down here which doesn't seem to be working, which is a little bit disturbing because I hoped it would. But it looks like it has no lenses, but this is a lens cover built onto the camera. I'm going to flip it open and show you that if you were in doubt if it had a lens, it actually has three, well, actually two shooting lenses, both out here. And underneath here, this is your viewfinder. And oddly enough, there's no viewfinder port at the top of this camera, front or back, until you look down here. And when you look in, man, this is going to take some getting used to. Not ideal with glasses, is it? Yeah, the viewfinder is actually down here, these two little openings. And the reason for the two lenses is this is a stereo Realist camera. Stereo, you know, from sound means there's sound coming out of two different channels, one left, one right. And that's what we have here with the lenses. We have one on the left, I'll flip it up again, and one on the right. And they simultaneously take a picture. So these lenses are identical. They take a picture on 35 millimeter film, and they leave a gap in between. But when you advance the film, you get the next two open frames, if you want, that have not yet been processed, and you get the next pairing. Now, what's interesting about this camera is it shoots chrome style film. So like Kodachrome, which no longer exists, but that will be rather expensive and maybe impossible for me to get locally. I might have to buy this stuff online. And at regular film, about $17 to $20, depending on the type of film I've been buying, which produces a negative image. This one will produce positive images. So basically it shoots in color and it looks the colors that you would see as you were shooting. This particular one will give you two images, and what you need then is a viewer to view them in. And I kind of compare it to the Viewmaster I had as a kid with the two little eye positions. You looked in, there was a circular frame of pictures that went in, and the two of them together gave you that 3D effect, which was pretty cool as a kid. Well, this produces two pictures in the same way, where they're just off-centered from one another, and when they're combined on a slide, and you're looking through a proper viewer or using a projector that has two projection lenses, it will allow you to see things in stereo. So it gives you depth for your pictures. And this was a super popular camera by really famous people like Bob Hope. Trying to think. There were many names mentioned in other videos online in terms of advertising this particular product. So it was a very popular product back in the 60s when it was released. I'm not sure exactly the year of this one. I haven't found the serial number on it yet to basically decipher what year it was made or looked at its features. This one does have a shoe on top. I don't know if it's a hot shoe, although it does have a contact point here, so it might be. It has a frame counter right here. I don't know if that's purely manual or you just reset it, and when the film goes through, it'll advance it. That's a possibility. It has a shutter button right here, which right now does absolutely nothing. I can't hear a click when I press it. And again, I told you down here that you may have to cock it. So I'll bring that over. That seems to be just let go, like something's not mechanically working on the inside to advance it. Now I do have the cover down, so no different, cover up or down. There is obviously no film in this at this moment. But you know, that might be the reason why you can't get the shutter to cock. I got to look into it a bit more. There's been some videos that I've been looking at online that seem very interesting with regards to this. On the bottom, a little hard to see in the lighting here, but we do have over here, we have a shoe mount or tripod screw mount for right here, and that's pretty well standard. And on the other side, there's a little lever to swing. So I'm going to swing that in a position where, let's see, oh, maybe I just locked it and I had it unlocked. We'll try it the other way. Maybe not. Maybe I just didn't have it. Oh, there you go. Didn't have it open quite enough. And that pops open your... Jeez. That pops open your back with your pressure plate back here for the film. It just falls off, as you can see. So I guess I would say be careful, unlike I was just then. Again, 35 millimeter, and it's maybe a little hard. Oh, well, there you go. You can see through those two lenses. So basically in the middle here, there's going to be a frame of picture that's not shot. But I think what it will do is it will advance it just to here, well, or to here, one or the other, and bring along the next two that are sort of offset. So you'll have two images that are taken and a gap in between. The gap moves over one frame and leaves a gap on the other end, and you keep doing that repeatedly, I guess, with the film. But again, this calls for Kodachrome type film. Slide film is what most people refer to that as. And maybe if I wasn't working in the total darkness here, I'd be able to do something with this. See if I can get this back together without breaking anything. Oh, there we go. And voila, all back together. It's a very odd looking camera. I remember seeing these around like at thrift stores or antique stores and wondering what the heck they were. Now I have one in my possession. And again, if I do one roll of film in this or Kodachrome or whatever is available these days in place of Kodachrome, that's probably all I'll do. So I think the biggest expense here is film, because that stuff costs more. Where you're going to get the film, because I don't think it's sold locally in this province of Newfoundland. I would probably have to order it online and have it shipped to me. And then getting it developed. So if it doesn't follow a C41 process, which I doubt it does, I doubt any slide film follows that. Excuse me. Follows that process, then I guess you know I have to send it away to get it developed. And from what they're saying, the most difficult thing to get, to find and source, is the little cards that you put your two frames in, your two picture images that are side by side from one another. They have to be mounted in slide cards. And it's not your standard slide card, single one, it's a double one. So I'll try to get a picture of that and put it up here as well, because unfortunately I have no examples of it. The person that owned this, I was really hoping they would have like photos and stuff of themselves that they wouldn't mind sharing with me. So I will try to contact Miss Muse through the person I bought this with and just check and see if she has any old slides from this thing. She does not have a projector nor viewer. The viewer is more handheld, almost like a Viewmaster. And as I said, the projector would have two lenses pointing out, and both images would appear on screen, sort of overlapping each other. And then you would wear, remember the old red and blue glasses maybe from classic 3D movies? Well, that might be what you're dealing with. So anyway, I went longer with like 9 minutes past. That's a bit. I'll have to do a little editing to this one and trim it down to about 7 minutes. That's long enough for these videos. And I am a bit long-winded sometimes when I talk about these, as you can probably tell. Anyway, cheers.